Hello everybody, this is Mr. Robotpencil, also known as Anthony Jones. I am here to do a quick demonstration on how I do my paintings. A lot of people were curious on how I go about painting my stuff, and I just thought I'd do a quick demo to kind of really talk about my process, and hopefully this is informative and really teaches you everything you need to know. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to kind of just, draw a pretty loose, a loose line drawing, nothing too serious, an eyeball here. I don't have to worry about my proportions because all this stuff will be fixed later, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I just draw some eyebrows here. Oh, let me make it a little bit more like that, and then just your regular mouth. And, try to get your proportions as close as you can, but, they don't have to be perfect, because you could fix them later. I mean, like, I can see that this ear is much smaller, but, it's not a big deal. And, he's got a helmet on. Like, I did something similar to this on my blog. And then he just has this cool little thingy here. And you guys are probably wondering, what else do I put into this drawing? And honestly, this is pretty much it. I just keep it pretty loose, because I spent a lot of time on this next part, which I'll show you guys in just a minute. Let me just kind of clean this up. Okay, let's see. I think this is it, actually. I think we got everything I need. So let's go ahead and get into it. A lot of people ask me what kind of brushes I use to render and how do I kind of finish my paintings and stuff like that. And the truth is actually, I've made a brush that is pretty good and usually paints most of my paintings for me. I call it the render brush. Yes, you're probably laughing or oh yeah, whatever. But no, I'm serious. This brush renders whatever I painted. It's pretty cool. Watch, I'll show you. So if I go to this brush right here, in the brush presets, I've made it adjusted in ways where I can really, make it do this. And a lot of this is you have to actually input a lot of yourself and your personality and the knowledge you've acquired over time. But watch what happens when I use this brush. And it's crazy because what it does is essentially it knows how I would render this, and it accentuates my little sketch drawing to a rendered state where I would probably render it. Even though this tool seems pretty powerful and you think this is pretty amazing or whatnot, it's still something that I need to kind of go back and paint on top of. So painting on top of this is still necessary. Even with the render brush, it's still something that I need to kind of go back on and really refine a lot of this stuff. I mean, look at some of these edges. They can be much more cleaner. So the render brush only can take me so far, but it's a really good start. So, I mean, if you guys want, I can give you this render brush. But the problem is, that you need to input all your knowledge and all your information and all your skills all into your computer, upload them onto your computer, and then you can do this. Essentially, the brush will know what you would do, and you just paint it out. So hopefully hopefully this helps you out, guys. And if you guys have any questions on the render brush and how to upload your memories and your skills into your computer, just let me know, and I'll hook you guys up. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this was informative. Alright, so that was obviously a joke. I did not really have a render brush that I have made up that paints for me. This is the real demo. But I just kind of wanted to make a point about, my process. My process is very organic, and my like the way that I start, the way that I finish, is always evolving and always changing depending on my taste and the things that I find from other artists. When I see new artists, I get inspired and I start kind of doing that for a little bit. I practice kind of different methods, but my process is usually I like to get the big shapes, the big stuff out of the way, just because. Like a lot of people think that it's all into the process. It's all a matter of process of that will help you with your drawing. But the truth is kind of the joke of the demo, the fake demo that I did, is that I said I uploaded my memories and all that stuff into my computer and all my skills and all that stuff. And the joke, or like basically the satire of this is that no matter what process you use, no matter what method you use, no matter what brush, no matter who you've learned from or anything, it's just a matter of what you know. If you don't know how to draw a face, it doesn't matter what process you use or what brush you use, you're still not going to be able to draw a face. There is no render brush. It doesn't matter. There's obviously different things that I can talk about little by little, like little things about like how to draw a face, an anatomy of a face, the things that I've learned and things that help me out. But that's obviously something that I teach extensively in a lot of my classes. But I don't really have a lot of time to really just kind of devote to making a demo just about my process, because my process is always evolving. So I just want to make a quick comment on that, and just really want you guys to focus on a few things. One thing that really drives me is to look at the artists that inspire me and try to figure out their process on my own. I feel that is a lot more valuable, and then I try to make my own attempts and try to. It's like I'm a detective. I'm trying to decipher the code, and once I figure it out, then I do kind of try to seek out if there's a demo that they've done, or if there's any kind of really a method or a process that they have, and see if I was right or if I was close. And if I was wrong and they do something completely different, then I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way. And that obviously will add to the education that I've already added onto myself. I've been to lots of workshops. I've seen lots of demos. I've took lots of different classes. But I think the number one thing, no matter what, is hard work and passion. If you don't have those two things, then it's going to be pretty tough for you to make it in an industry. I constantly work at my craft. It's something that I don't think I can ever be the best at or perfect at. I just always want to be, like, my standards always change. Like, one day my standards are, maybe like, I don't know, like a mile away, like what I feel like I can achieve. But then the next week, I feel now they're like 2,000 miles away, and then I get closer to that, and then it's like, a couple hundred miles away, or it always fluctuates. It's never anything where I feel I have any really any true control over. So don't get caught up in processes and methods so much. Just really focus on what you think you need to learn. Like, that's the thing. If you don't know what you're suffering at, then that's your problem. The process is something that I think you evolve and you change because you need it to evolve and change with you, because you're getting better or you're learning more knowledge, and you're like, oh, you know what? I used to draw faces this way, so I obviously need to stop kind of doing this because I feel maybe it's inefficient, or maybe it's just not a good way to draw faces. So that process, that method that you've made before, is now changed because you've learned. And so I highly recommend you guys go and get all kinds of education, and really go out there and get yourself some good learning. And I will say, there's obviously things that I can show you guys. I can really go into and give you a lot of my insight when it does come to my painting and the way that I approach my paintings. But I just wanted to kind of do this video first, so you guys can at least understand when these other videos come that this is what you should expect. If you don't see improvement in your own artwork, these are probably my theories on why you're not. It's because the process isn't the key. It's acquiring the knowledge. So anyway, thank you guys for getting me up to 500 subscribers. I really appreciate it. The support is, greatly appreciated. And I truly love the fact that you guys are always, helping me out, spreading the word of my art. I get, comments all the time about, my artwork and all that stuff, and it really, inspires me and keeps me moving forward. And it's greatly appreciated. I really appreciate it, guys. And so I'll tell you what, if we get to 1,000 views, or I'm sorry, 1,000 subscribers onto my blog, I will do an extensive video really talking about painting and really talking about what I know, and it won't be just this kind of fake demo that I did for you guys. But I just want to see if we can get to 1,000. That would be fantastic. And if you guys push it and really get me to that number, I will do that lengthy demo, and you guys will stop complaining about me not doing demos for you guys. But anyways, thanks a lot, and keep trucking.